it back from the top. Big win. Okay, let's run it back from the top. All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Friday evening. Another edition of KnicksFanTV's postgame live. CP the franchise, Alex Shoutout on the other side. The Knicks in Grind City taking on the Memphis Grizzlies on the road. Memphis Grizzlies out for revenge. And they would set the tone in this one, man. A ton of rebounds, second chance opportunities, beating the Knicks in the points in the paint. But a resilient Knicks team would make a ferocious comeback in the fourth quarter, led by Deuce McBride. The Deuce was loose, setting a good tone for the Knicks bench. Big threes by McBride. Big three by Campaign. Shamet, Karl Anthony Towns. And before you knew it, the New York Knicks were back in this ball game. So this thing would go back and forth in the crunch time. Jalen Brunson with a big three. Ja Morant would clap back with his own and one. But in the end, there's only one Captain Clutch. They thought it was going to be a jumper, but he swung the ball and the dog closed the show. Welcome back, Mitchell Robinson. Knicks get the win. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty, man. Call us up on the KFTV Discord. 114 to 113. The Knicks get the job done, man. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty, man. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Salute.
Good God.
How you feeling, man? It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty, man.
Talk about being on the edge of your seat for the entire game. I mean, dude, that was probably one of the better games this season. And from a wire-to-wire standpoint, where you're just like, you have no idea which way it could swing. It could either be Memphis, it could be either the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Think it's the New York Knicks, but damn, that was a fun game.
It was one of those games where, like, you know, you have some Knicks games where they're down by 10, they're down by 6, but it almost seems insurmountable because they're just playing terribly. This was one where I'm just waiting. We're just waiting. Like, eventually they're going to take this thing if they just settle in and execute, and it came in the fourth quarter. Shout out to McBride. I thought McBride was excellent the entire game. Should have closed the game, and we'll talk about that later. But McBride set that tone in the fourth quarter. He comes out, he hits a three. The Knicks are able to force a couple of turnovers, get out in transition. They get the dog in transition. Shamet hits the three. You got a big three from Towns as well, Payne as well. And, you know, those big bench minutes. And what was the bench scoring tonight? 35? About 30, 34. Those bench minutes are very important because it's going to allow your starters to get more rest. Right? Like, bench minutes have to be earned. The whole point in that fourth quarter stretch is to buy time for Brunson to get back in fresh and finish the game. And that's what they did. So big shout out to those guys for getting the job done there. Now, it got a little bit dicey in the fourth because I felt like the final 3.5 minutes, they really got stuck in some bad offense. Your shot selection wasn't all that good. They weren't moving the ball all that well, but they hung in there. And that's all you got to do when you got Jalen Brunson on your team, man. Just hang in there because Captain Clutch is going to deliver. He gets to that elbow three. You're going to let him get to that spot? It's over for you. Got the three down. Ja Morant comes back on the other end. He gets the and one. I was still fine. I was still good, bro. 14 seconds left. I said, go back to the captain. He's going to take us home. And what do you know it? Made the right play. And I thought this was good defense by Taylor Jenkins. You know, OG hadn't been shooting the ball all that well. Captain Clutch has. He leaves OG, and Brunson made the right play, man. Got it to OG, and he knocked down a three, bro. Great execution by the squad.
Great execution. Look, I mean, it's not the thing that you see when. What I like about this game, CP, is that this is more like the style of like playoff basketball, not necessarily the pace, because. Man, that was something we talked about with Verno last night, is that this pace, the Grizzlies will get up and down the court with ease, and hopefully the Knicks don't fall into that trap. And, you know, there were some moments where it's like, all right, you falling into their trap, or that's not really your pace. That's not really your game. But they were able to settle in, as you noted. But even within the last like final 4 minutes of this game, right? Where you're just seeing, hey, is this team able to just, get enough gusto in order to score and just be calm enough to do so? This is great, great, great preparation for postseason because it's not always going to go your way. You're not always going to be able to execute down the stretch of the game that you want to. And so you have to figure out, hey, we got to relax, calm down, look for the weak points, look for our moments, and that's how we got to execute. And you know what? It's also building trust with your teammates.
Yeah.
We can't constantly go to Jalen Brunson every single time at the end of the game where it's like, all right, man, you do ISO, you do you, and we just got to pray that you knock down shots. And look, Brunson, these guys better be buying Jalen Brunson a steak dinner after steak dinner after steak dinner because he continues to bail out a lot of these guys, man. But tonight he trusts OG Anunoby, who came back in for McBride, who was having a good game throughout the entire night. And that's how you build trust with your teammates, man. And look, OG's been struggling the last couple of games. He's coming back from a foot injury. Man. He hasn't been able to knock down his shots like that. And so for Brunson to trust his guy who's out there on the wing after they double teamed him, right? Yo, this is the type of stuff that you need to get out of your team in order to be ready for that postseason execution.
Jose M says, get Chris Vernon on the phone. Shout out to Verno. Shout out to Verno, man. But hey, when he gave a lot of credit to that Grizzlies bench and how deep Taylor Jenkins goes into his rotation, I thought the Knicks bench was key to this because, as you said, neither Brunson or Towns set a good tone for the team early. Brunson didn't really have it going early. Towns got into foul trouble. He picked up 2 fouls very early in this game. The second one on John Morant was ridiculous. It's one of those undisciplined Karl Anthony Towns type of games. He did settle in late and contributed where he needed to, but big contributions from the bench. I thought Mikal Bridges was solid for most of the night. Good hustle, good effort on both ends of the floor. The dog as well. Hart wasn't really his night. But let's talk about it, because we can't bury the second lead. We can't bury the second lead. I told y'all playtime was over and that my man was coming back tonight. Block Nest Monster number 23. Mitchell Robinson made his return to the court. Let's talk about it, bro. Shout out to Block Nest. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the field. Put the ball on the floor with the fake dribble handoff. Santi Aldama, you can't guard me. Let's go, man. Shout out to Mitchie. But I thought most importantly, just overall, just his defensive presence. You know what I mean? Like, being
you notice the difference immediately.
Just being a deterrent,
Cat gets in that foul trouble?
Yeah.
You see how it's so different with Mitchell Robinson out there.
Yeah, just literally just providing the paint presence. The Knicks have not had that, and it's nothing against Cat. That's just not his game. That's just not his game. And so when Cat is out there, he's the matador. He's literally the matador defense. When Mitch gets out there, you see John Morant, okay, you're not just going to take 2 dribbles into the paint. Like, you're going to have to think about this a little bit. You're going to have to back up a little bit. And then when you come inside, it's going to get contested. So shout out to Mitch. I thought he looked good out there. Physically looked good. He got, how many minutes did he get tonight? 12 minutes?
12.
Right? So they kept their word that he was going to be on the strict minutes limit. He finished the game. Final play, offense, defense. I like how Mitch looked tonight, bro.
CP, the first thing I saw after, look, we could talk about his impact. And I mean, yes, as soon as he steps out on the court, John Morant's like, hold up 1 second. Let me not just completely just drive into the lane.
Yeah.
Let's pass this thing out. He literally, first play, you see Ja pulls the ball back out, swings it around to the teammate. He doesn't want to mess with Mitch. Mitch developing offense, and while he's been gone, that's what's going. That's what's been going on in the lab. I mean, CP, how about him sealing off and then get an easy layup off the backboard? I mean, this is a guy who we're talking about just needs to dunk every single time, and now we're seeing Mitchell Robinson come out here with an offensive game. Not saying he's Hakeem or anything, but just a little bit of offensive game is a pleasant surprise considering that this guy has not played since the Indiana Pacers series. So Mitch coming back out, bringing you that strong defensive presence. So you can still see that he needs to develop that timing still. Even with some of the fouls that he had, you can see that he's frustrated because he knows he's even better than that. But that will just come with more repetition, more time, more practice. So I'm not too worried about that. But the offense, man, if you're going to be feeding Mitch down low in the paint, and that's different. I'm still waiting for, we get some full extended minutes with him and Karl Anthony Towns out there on the floor, because if Mitch is going to be, if you're going to have a guy that's that comfortable in Mitchell Robinson getting the ball in the paint, if he could just kick out, man, it's going to be completely different then.
Yeah.
Completely different offense.
Yeah, we did not get to see him out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Just maybe Thibs is, keeping that a little close to the vest. We'll see. However, look, I was encouraged with the limited minutes, man. I was definitely encouraged with the limited minutes. They were looking for him. He put the ball on the floor. He was confident in what he was trying to do out there. I liked how Mitch looked, man. That was a good job tonight by Mitchell Robinson. Now he gets to take on Bam and Khalil Ware and those guys down in South Beach. But just little by little, man, just get him back. This thing is going to look a lot different, especially on the defensive end. Now, tonight when you look at the box score, Grizzlies had their way in the paint. They got a ton of rebounds, including offensive rebounds. But I think, once he gets into full game speed and in game shape, all of that is going to come little by little, man. Just got to give him some time. But so far, this was a good debut by the Block Nest Monster, man. Good debut, man.
For sure. Good debut. And look, you could see that he's not even fully comfortable yet. There were some, because Mitch is that type of guy that will go high flying for anything, right? I mean, there were some offensive boards. There were defensive boards where, he didn't even leave the ground. He's like, I'm not going to test that yet. I'm going to take it easy. Let me ease my way back in. This is my first game today. I don't need to go out there be Superman or anything of that nature. So, look, Mitch just got to get comfortable. I like what I saw tonight from Mitchell Robinson, man. And let me say this. Tonight's the bad signal for Cody Glock. Cody Glock's got to call.
We got to hear from the Glockster tonight, man. Cody Glock, are you in the building? Cody Glock, we are paging the Glockster. Tonight is your night, bro.
Gotta throw out the bat signal. Come on, man. Your guy just played. It's been a minute. We need Cody Glock tonight, man. The people need Cody Glock.
We need the Glockster in the building tonight, man. So call us up on the KFTV Discord. Let us know what you're thinking, man. Let us know how you feel about tonight's game. Brunson in the clutch. OG with the clutch 3. The Block Nest Monsters return. McBride, Stellar off the bench. Let us know your thoughts, man. Knicks get a gritty win. 114-113. And so to everybody watching, we are live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and my guys on TikTok, man. I'm on the TikTok tonight, Al. I'm on the TikTok tonight, man. I'm on TikTok heavy right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody watching, man. Yeah.
So now you're a Gen Zer, huh?
Yeah, I'm tuning in with the cool kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm tuning in with the young whippersnappers. So I'm out here on TikTok. I'm seeing a whole lot of buttons and gadgets and all of that. I'm very overwhelmed, but the people are in here with the live stream. So yeah, we get into it.
Your son was on school break for 1 week, and you're like, wow, I gotta get on this TikTok.
All right, let's hear it from the people, man. Zach on the Discord. Zach, go ahead and unmute your mic.
What's up, guys?
Good, man. We got 2,000 people on the check-in, man. It's a classic post-game night.
Yes, it is indeed. What a win. What a win, especially on the road against the top-class West Coast team. So, I mean, there's got to be a little bit of quiet after us not being able to beat some top-quality teams, so that's at least a plus.
Yeah.
Mitch, yes, he definitely changes our defense. It's incredible to see how much different he plays the drop than the other players. I mean, he changes a lot, and it's a win. It's a win on the West Coast, and we looked different. We looked confident. He changes our dynamic. He changes our vibe.
Yeah, he brings the grit back, much needed grit. And tonight was a night. Look, they didn't have a lot shooting wise. It was a struggle for especially Brunson and Towns early. It was a bit of a struggle. It was a struggle for Hart all night, but they stuck with it. And with their defense, I thought once they got stops, especially in the fourth quarter, that got their confidence up. Now Payne lets a slingshot fly, and he's going crazy. McBride, it's all about getting those stops and getting those boards, getting them off the boards. They did a good job setting that tone in the fourth quarter. I believe they got out to a 6-0 run, so that was a good job by them.
Yeah, I mean, even though we lost by 20 on the boards, it's that presence. It's that intimidation that he brings. I mean, even on that last drive by Ja looked timid coming against Mitch.
Yeah,
it changes our dynamic. I mean, I know he's not everything, but it does change the dynamic of this team.
Yeah, no question about it, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
Yes, indeed. You guys have a good night and salute to KFTV.
Yes, sir. Salute to you, man. That's Zach checking in on the Discord. Shout out to our left coast Knicks family, everybody out there in LA and the California region. Sayquizzy, go ahead and unmute your mic.
You hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. How you feeling?
Feeling good. We got a win. And Dotson. JB still not top 5, man?
Yeah, yo, Knicks fans been giving Dotson that work. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling bad.
He was kind of off today, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm still giving him this ball.
Yeah.
Give him the ball.
Yeah, you got to give him the ball, man.
He shows all the time. And then he made the pass when they double team because I was like, and that last play, I was like, they probably going to double team.
Yeah,
if I'm the
I was
Grizzlies,
waiting for the double. I was waiting for them to send a double his way for sure.
And OG cashed out. And where Cody Glock at, man? Mitch back.
Yeah, we waiting to hear from the Glockster, man. We paging Cody Glock. I think he's gonna show up at some point tonight, man.
And Mitch looked good for his first game back. I thought he looked good. He still need time, but he was scoring. He was still getting rebounds, but he still need time. But I thought he looked good, like because he wasn't driving as much. He started to kick it out once Mitchell Robinson came on that court. So I like to see that. And Deuce had a good game, and in the bench too in that fourth quarter, because that third quarter was looking rough when we was down by 10. Like nobody could score, but the bench came in, helped out, and we got a dub. And I think we play Miami next. But that's all I really got to say.
Yeah, we're down in Miami on Sunday, and like I said, man, everybody that's heading down to Miami, we got the meetup organized at Black Market Bayside, 401 Biscayne Boulevard, down in Miami. So meet us there at 3 p.m. All Knicks fans that are headed down to the 305 for this game on Sunday. But yeah, the Deuce situation is very interesting, man. Like, I didn't like why Thibs took him out.
Give you a little, reminiscence of Emmanuel quickly.
Yeah, it's like, it's so funny because I'm looking at the matchup and it's so funny because as soon as Thibs took him out and I was tight, I was like, he's going to end up being right. And because the ball ended up going to OG for the game-winning 3. But because he subbed McBride out to bring OG back in, which is so funny. But I'm looking out at the matchups and I'm like, McBride can hold it down. He can guard Bane. He could guard Ja Morant. Mm-hmm. He was fine out there. And offensively, the Knicks were so stuck in the mud. I was like, just leave McBride out there. So I didn't really like that decision by Thibs, but ended up working out as OG was the recipient of that weak side 3 by the weak side pass by Jalen Brunson. And he knocked down the 3.
Yeah, McBride was knocking down. Look, he was knocking down threes. He was being a very efficient player tonight. Defensively, he was doing everything. I mean, he was filling the stat sheet, man. He was legitimately doing everything that you need tonight. I mean, dude ended up with 17 points, got you 4 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals. Knocking down 3 of 5 from downtown. It just made sense to leave him in just because of how dynamic he was tonight and just the confidence. And sometimes you just got to ride, just ride with the guy who has that type of confidence going into the night. But, Thibs made the right choice. Because, look, if OG doesn't make that shot, then we're here sitting, man, why is OG back in there? And then,
right.
So, thankfully, like I said earlier, JB trusted his guy. OG, went 4-10 for tonight, shot 40% from 3. So, not horrible, but you definitely thought tonight could have been McBride's night to close. I mean, we don't get to see McBride close too often. We see, Thibs likes to rely on his starters, but this is going to go back to that same thing I brought up not too long ago before we even got Mitchell Robinson back, man. Is Thibs going to be able to manage who should close these games when he's just so reliant and so, strict when it comes to the starting 5 has to start and the starting 5 has to finish. Now we got Mitchell Robinson back. How does that change things? If you get a game like this from McBride, I feel like he should be closing. It's going to be tough questions, man. Tough questions.
Tough questions. But anyway, great job by Deuce. How about Mikal, man? I liked Mikal's energy tonight. I liked his effort. And if you look at how many points did Mikal score tonight? Let me take a look here. Bridges, 15.7 of 14 from the field. He was 0-5 from downtown. But overall, I just liked how he sped the game up a lot. He played fast. He was cutting very well. He was getting out in transition. I liked his energy overall. And there was a big 8-second violation on Ja Morant and the Grizzlies in crunch time. And that was thanks to Mikal Bridges kind of hounding him in that backcourt, and he forced a turnover. That was a good job by Mikal Bridges, bro.
Absolutely. And look, this is a guy who, I criticized after that Celtics game because I didn't like his performances against the Cavs. The Celtics, had a strong game earlier this week. And it's like now you see him against Memphis. He had a solid game against Philly as well. And you're like, all right, is he starting to get his confidence back? You saw in that post-game presser after Philly where it's not that same like happy, energetic guy that you see that's dancing all over the place. And look, he should be locked in, man, honestly. And I think he needs to look intrinsically and say, I need to be better because I got to, like, what I'm brought here to do, I haven't been doing at my best. Now, this is another good game where he's defending Ja Morant, right?
Yeah.
First matchup, did a great job against Ja. I thought he did a solid job tonight, just flustering Ja, making Ja think twice on how he wanted to attack the basket, if he wanted to pass to a teammate. Bridges, man, like, it's just about him being consistent and being, like, confident in what his game is. And he's still trying to figure it out, unfortunately. When you have Cat out there, he's not going to have the same type of volume that you saw that he had against Philly offensively, but defensively it has to be consistent. That can't change because he is so important to what they need. But you also see that when you have Mitchell Robinson back out there, it helps a little bit. He's not the only guy that he's not, left alone if it's Karl Anthony Towns back there and having to expend himself on every single possession. He could kind of, relax a little bit when Mitch is out there saying, okay, if Ja or whoever I'm defending gets past me, I know it's not going to be a walk in the park for them going down the middle of the lane. So I think over time with Mitchell Robinson back too, and once Mitch gets fully like brought back into the system, I think Bridges is going to look a lot better, man.
Yeah. I agree, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We got over 2,500 people watching on the YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We see you guys. Juan Cananero on Facebook. Salute, man. He was in play-by-play with JD. He's in post-game live with us. So he's going crazy right now. Shout out to Juan on the Facebook. Shout out to Vincent Huang out checking in from Taiwan. Franchise channel member says the Block Nest Monster has returned. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, let's go Knicks. We got to check. Mitch might be on the gram right now after the game. We'll check the Instagram chat.
He might be on TikTok.
He might be in the TikTok chat. You never know where the Block Nest Monster's lurking, man. He's a friend of the program. So, stop the panic. Salute to you. Maxwell Walter, Al, franchise channel member, says, salute. Incredible having Block Nest back. Absolutely. Shout out to NYC B-Ball, franchise channel member as well, says Mikal with the block of the game once again. Yeah, Mikal's been playing good defense, man. Very good defense. Rare Edition. Another franchise channel member says, great win, entertaining, but fortunate outcome. We got out-rebounded by 23. Got out-rebounded by 23, man. Our perimeter defense and presence of Mitch. Deuce balled out of the bench. Good game, man. Shout out to Rare Edition. Shout out to DJ Eric L. Beats, KFTV's resident watch party DJ. Says we need Cody Glock back. Mitchy, no snitchy.
Everyone's throwing up the bad signal for Cody Glock, man.
Everybody's looking for the Glock, so we'll see if he shows up tonight. Shout out to Caleb Vasquez, franchise channel member. Salute. And shout out to SendMail7, $10 super chat, says it was awesome seeing this game at FedEx. Our blue skies, orange and blue skies, put a light for our boys. Subscribe, hit the I don't know, his autocorrect went crazy, but we get it, man. We get it. Shout out to SendMail7. He was at the game. That's what I gather. He was in the building. A lot of Knicks fans in the building. A lot of orange and blue in the building for sure. They said MSG South was in there heavy. So shout out to SendMail7. And speaking of FedEx, let's hear from the dog, man. Let's hear from OG Anunoby, the hero of tonight. Let's hear from him after the game with Monica and Kenny. Here we go.
And the Knicks with a huge victory. You trailed most of the way, but this one has to be satisfying for you and the entire club.
Yo, dude, smile. You just hit a game-winning basket. Why you gotta look like that?
I'm smiling.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Answer Kenny's question.
Oh yeah, that was a big win. You know, we were down most of the game. You know, we fought back. We got big stops, big rebounds, and scoring transition, pushed the pace. And JB hit big shots. Everyone hit big shots. Everyone made big plays. Mikal, Josh, Kat, Deuce, Cam, Landry, the whole squad, Mitch.
I love that from you as a teammate, but you arguably hit the biggest one. On the shot we saw of your face, there was a particular look on your face. What were you thinking when that ball swung from Jalen Brunson to your side?
Just make the shot, you know. I work on it so much, you know. I trust my work. I put in the time, so just being confident in my shot.
You mentioned Mitchell Robinson, and he certainly was a presence. Played 12 minutes today, was in there at the end. What does his return mean to this Knicks club?
Oh, you know, it's huge, you know. He's a monster out there, offensively and defensively. And, you know, as the season goes on, as he gets up to speed, he's going to keep getting better and better. And, you know, we miss him and we need him.
All right, thanks, OG, for taking a couple of minutes, and congratulations on the victory.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, so that was the dog OG Anunoby, man. Monica said, dude, smile.
You know those British people, man.
Yeah, yeah.
No offense.
Hey, listen, man, whatever gets him going, man. You know, he had a good game. He didn't look like he was moving so well in the Philly game, so we were concerned. I think we were all concerned. But, look, came through when he needed to. That was I like the fast break bucket. I think he had Desmond Bane flew off of him. That was in the fourth quarter. But overall, 7-17 for the dog, 4-10 from downtown, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, 2 blocks. This was a good night. Good bounce back night for him.
Yeah, man. After, like I said, like he came back from a foot injury. We saw him be a little rusty, especially against the Cavs, against the Celtics. You know, started to work his way back in against Philly. But tonight, where you needed him, I thought defensively, offensively, this is a good OG Anunoby game because he's not out there trying to create for himself, right? He's more so in the flow of the actual offense. That's when he's going to thrive, when he's not trying to be, you know, Kawhi Leonard. Sure, there's some matches where he could do that, but I like when he can just fit in and just let the offense unfold for his game. Yeah,
100%, man. Patrick in the chat, every dog has his day. So, I can't do nothing but laugh. But listen, you know, an important guy as he is to this team, it's just good to see him looking a little bit better today and playing better. Shot the ball a little bit better as well. So shout out to the dog, man. Good team win. Everybody, you know, chipped in when they could. And they got the W, man. 114 and 113. This is a nice win to galvanize them on the road. Next stop, South Beach, Miami. So salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP the franchise, Alex Rataros on the other side. Let's get back to the phones. Hear what the people got to say. Oh, let's load them up, man. Let's go to the Philippines. We live. We are worldwide, everybody, man. 2,500 people in the chat. 27 to be exact. 28. Let's go to the Philippines, man. Our guy Carlo from the Philippines calling in. Carlo, how you feeling? Go ahead and unmute your mic, man.
Hello?
Yo.
Kamusta kayo? CP and Alex.
Yo, how you doing, man? How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, how about Monica McNutt mentioning KFTV's patented Captain Clutch nickname again?
Oh, yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah. You know, the Captain Clutch nickname is... Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, the Captain Clutch nickname, it's making its rounds around the airwaves. You know, it was only a matter of time. Yeah.
Well, I kind of hurt myself after that OG3, and I did the Michael Jordan celebration and in the air. And I twisted my ankle a bit.
Hey, it's a good reason to celebrate, man. It's a good win.
Yeah, but overall, I think defense won us this game, except for the defensive rebounding. They did a poor job on the rebounds. But I think Mikal did a good job defensively on Ja, especially on the dying minutes where he forced the 8-second violation. And that clutch the defensive redirection, making Ja force that tough last shot.
Yes.
He's locked in this past few games, and just let that Bill Cartwright jump shot fly. We need OG to do this every night. Just stick to the defense first and focus on the catch and shoot instead of focus on forcing shots. And by the way, I thought he defended Triple J very well. I think he had one block on him.
Yeah. Yep.
So plus we got Mitchie back. And how
Yeah.
poetic
What you
is
think,
this?
man? Talk about the Mitchie return, man. Talk about the block that's monster, bro.
Yeah. How poetic is this? Joel Embiid getting kicked in the butt by karma. He's already out for the entire season. Have you heard that news?
Yeah,
that
people were at me. They were like, yo, what do you think? Because today it was officially announced that Joel Embiid is out for the season on the day that the block that's monster returns. Now, I don't like to wish injury on anybody, but I've been saying, man, it's karma. It is karma on Embiid, man.
1,000% karma.
It's karma, man.
And I know we all want to see Mitch and Towns in the same lineup in the coming games, but Alex made a good point from a previous episode last year, and I agree, and I share the same sentiments of creating a defensive lineup of Mitch, OG, Hart, Bridges, and Deuce, and I would love to see that.
Mitch, OG, Hart, Bridges, and Deuce. Okay. Let's see it, man. What's cracking in the Philippines, man?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
I'm the only. I think I'm the only Knicks fan here.
Yeah.
The Philippines is Laker and Golden State nation. So
well, we got a lot of Filipino flags flying in the chat right now. Shout out to Will Mercado.
Right, there you go.
Shout out to Jiggy Nachos, Nostalgic Nick. So, Philippines, we got a lot of Filipino viewers, man.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. All right, man. Stay up. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll talk, bro.
All right. Thank you.
Carlo on the Discord. Salute to everybody from the PI representing. Everybody in Australia, New Zealand, the APAC region holds us down heavy. Throw your flags, throw your cities, throw your countries in the chat wherever you guys are watching from. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Where's everybody tuning in from? Throw your cities, your country, your flag in the chat, and we'll shout you guys out, man.
Well, thank God Carlo is a doctor, man, because that means he knows other doctors. So that way, for whatever pain he's dealing with after the celebration, he can go get the right treatment.
Yeah, he's a diehard, man. See, more Filipino flags flying. G5 Wees, Iffy Goods, Asian World 1. See?
Look at that, man.
There you go. My guy Greg in Vietnam holding it down. Shout out to Greg. We got Dude Rap, Berlin, Germany. Salute. Amsterdam. Oh, Elias is in here. Elias is always in here. He's a day one. Shout out to Elias. Amsterdam.
Was it Calvin in Thailand? Look at that.
Okay. Shout out to Calvin over there in Thailand. Don't need to know what you're doing out there, but, do what you do. Dan O checking in from Bangkok. Okay. All right, dude. How many of you guys are passport bros that are throwing the flags? Are you really from these countries, or are you just on a mission? It's all right.
Gerald Smith.
This is a safe space.
Gerald Smith from Belize right now.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Lash. Jamaica in the building. Big up yourself. Who that? Clive Higgins. Yeah, Clive is definitely a big-time Jamaican name. Shout out to Clive. We got the DR in here. Let's go. Salute.
Hey, we got someone from Sierra Leone in here.
Okay. No doubt.
Shanor. Well, I think that's how you pronounce your name.
Rare is seeing a lot of laughs in the chat. Are passport bros out there? You guys on a mission, or are you really from these places, man? Let us know, man. This is a judgment-free zone. You know what I'm saying? This is a judgment-free.
We got Alicia from Trinidad, but hey, I know what you're saying, man. Look, people out here, they could be traveling all over the place.
Hey, get them stamps, man. Shout out to Alicia. It was Trinidad Carnival this week too, man. I never went to a Trinidad Carnival, man. I never crossed that off the bucket list out. Yeah, never did one. All right, let's get to more phone calls. Let's hear from. Let me load up some more on the Discord. Oh, we got STG in here. Okay, STG Nick, are you there? STG. He might not be there just yet.
No, I'm here.
Okay, what's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
What's up? Pretty good. I definitely think this was one of the better wins of the season on the road too, against a hot Memphis team. Especially, I thought, Memphis was going to come out strong, which they did after we whooped them here at home just a few weeks ago. So it was good to see them, come from behind. Like, it's good to see them win also in different ways. Like, this, I thought, was a game, like you said, it wasn't pretty, but it definitely was gritty. They fought their way back in it. They were down pretty much the whole game. I know, Memphis was up wire to wire. Like, we never led until pretty much, maybe in the fourth quarter. But I thought really what won us this game really was the bench, too. I'm pretty sure coming into this game, we were the worst. They showed the graphic on MSG. We were the worst bench in the league. They were the best bench in the league, and we somehow outscored them. So that I thought was key there. And especially, it was great having Mitch back out there. It was really cool. Shout out to him. He puts in a lot of work. So to see him back out on the floor was really good. And he impacted shots. Like I saw a few times where Ja went inside. He just impacts. Like when you see him in there, like you're gonna second guess. Like you're gonna think a little bit more. When
That's
he's in there.
what we need, man. You gotta get guys off rhythm. You gotta make them feel uncomfortable, man. It's not always about racking up block shots on the stat sheet, but you gotta make these guys think twice. Slow it down. That's a couple extra seconds on a shot clock. That's a couple of quicker decisions or hurried decisions. Like that's the type of impact that Mitchell Robinson has that's been sorely missed on this team.
Yeah, definitely. And also on that final possession there, the OG3, like the read Brunson had was unbelievable because he had the top, he had Ja on him. And by the time he kind of like got around to 3-point line, they sent the double. Brunson went down, got by his defender, and then he kicked it out to OG for the three. Like he didn't force anything. He made the right pass. He didn't try to be the hero because he's been the hero all season. So I like the unselfishness there. And kudos to OG for hitting the shot. That's what we need right there. And Mikal, I'll let it go on the one. He got Ja got right by him for the and one. But again, though, he did force the 8-second violation, and I thought he'd had some other solid defensive plays. So again, I think this is a great win. Definitely, I would put it up there amongst the top wins of the season, and we keep it moving for sure.
And you could see it. You could see it on the player reactions that they were elated to get this W. Man, they came from behind, they fought, and they got the W on the road. So good job by the squad for sure. And with the McBride thing, it was the two polar opposites, Al, in terms of the bench. We talked about it with Chris Verno. You had the number 1 scoring bench, the number 30 scoring bench. You had the number 1 bench in terms of minutes, the number 30 bench in terms of minutes. But as is always the case, the key is McBride. McBride is the key, and he was great tonight from beginning to end, and that was very important because Brunson and Towns weren't able to get off to a great start, and neither was Hart. McBride was key.
What do you need from McBride on a night-to-night basis, man, for the bench to be considered successful? Like tonight, I think this is considered overachieving, right? I think if you expect 17 points out of McBride on a night-to-night basis, especially off 7-11 from the field, that's a little high of an expectation. But what would you consider? What do you need from McBride for the bench to be like, all right, we can live with this and we can compete. We can get Brunson and everybody enough rest.
Yeah.
What do you need out of McBride?
I need obviously he's going to start with on the ball defense, right? But from a shooting standpoint, give me 12 to 15 points. Because that starting 5, you have so much depth there where even if, Brunson is off or Towns is off, like Mikal should be able to get his 12 to 15. And OG, we need a couple of teams from you. Josh, we need so if McBride, if you're getting 12 to 15, that's a great night for you. You know what I mean? He had 28 points. How much did he have tonight? 28 points. Let me get to the box score. 17. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals in 28 minutes. An efficient night, 3 of 5 from downtown. That's what we need from Deuce. Because you know what when Payne's throwing the slingshot out there, it's hit or miss. Shamet, hey, it is what it is. Precious, hey, if you get 6 to 10, it's a good night for Precious. So Deuce has to carry the scoring load for that bench.
Not the analysis of it is what it is for Shamet. Good
yeah,
Lord.
it is what it is. My expectations for Shamet is very low. Very low.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's a low bar. But yeah, I can't disagree, man. I mean, if you get 12 to 15 points, that's a game changer for what you need. And the thing about McBride too is that you see that Thibs is more than comfortable with going a small rotation with him, Hart, and Brunson out there. And you could see even Payne and McBride could be out there too. So there's certainly lineups where you can get Brunson enough rest out there if McBride is going. I think the thing that we haven't seen enough from this season, or let me rephrase that, we haven't been able to see that from McBride this season because he's been in and out of the lineup being injured.
Yeah, hasn't had a consistent run.
So hopefully, the only thing I hope for, man, is that these guys just find consistency at this point within the last quarter of the season because, once again, you got the postseason on the way. We talked about with Verno last night. It could be completely different, And even when you think about playing against the Cavs and the Celtics, as frustrated I was, you got to look back and say, oh my God, OG came back off an injury. Now and this is the two teams that they got to go against, right? You didn't have Mitch yet, so it's just let's get into a rhythm, man. Everyone's just got to stay healthy now, stay into a rhythm going into the postseason.
Absolutely, man. Well said by you. Salute to everyone in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys, CP and Alex, on the ones and twos. Knicks get a gritty win, 114-113. You can get your "it wasn't pretty, but it was gritty" tees on KnicksFanTV.com, man. We got those as well, man. You can get those on KnicksFanTV.com. Also, let's shout out one of our sponsors of tonight, man, and that is HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skips trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. And for some of you guys out there, you like me, you multitasking, you got a job, you got the side hustle, you're in school, you got kids. Sometimes getting to the grocery store and chefing up a meal is a little bit time consuming. So with HelloFresh, the good thing is that they have an extensive menu. You have a ton of nice fresh food items that you can choose from. They deliver the box straight to your doorstep, and then you could just chef it up. They put the recipe instructions right in the box. You can't burn it. You can't make a mistake. You know, even the worst chefs will put up a good meal together. Just follow the instructions. It's that simple, but you can really come out with some good food and good recipes for dinner, lunch, whatever it is, man. So go to HelloFresh.com, and their deal that they're giving our viewers is you can get up to 10 free meals and a free high-protein item for life at HelloFresh.com/HelloFreshPodcast. That's HelloFresh.com/HelloFreshPodcast. It's one item per box with active subscription. The free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only, and it varies by plan. So once again, HelloFresh.com/HelloFreshPodcast. All right, now let's get back to the calls, Al, and then we'll get to the key stats of the night. Let's go to Beers 202 on the Discord. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, CP and Alex? Good night.
How you feeling, man? Long time, bro.
They're not facts. I'm gonna just keep it rapid fire here. Just what a great way to, start the weekend. Finish work.
Yeah.
Sitting with your family here at home, playing dominoes and watching the game.
Nice. Did you lose? You winning or losing, man?
Oh no, I already won. Me and my sister and I, we whooped their butts. But that's besides the point. No, but it was just great. Like you said earlier about. You weren't, nervous about, when John Morant made the and-one basket, I think over Mitch, right? And, I was still playing dominoes, just chilling. And then I'm not sure of the sequence here, but JB comes up on the right wing.
Yeah.
And he does what he does, and then the game was over in dominoes at that point.
Okay.
But it was just awesome, and it was just a great start to my week. And last thing, Mr. Franchise, my dad, he's a new Knicks fan.
Yeah.
I just want to say something real quick, if that's okay with you.
Sure. Hey, anybody from the Domino game, get on the call, man. How you doing?
Hey, hi, how are you?
Good, man.
Yeah, we are having a lot of fun tonight.
Okay.
Brian and my family.
Nice.
As Brian said, to play domino and watch that a sectional game, from the Knicks.
Yeah.
And we are very happy with this game.
Nice. Now, how's your domino game? Are you happy with your domino game, though?
No, not really. Yeah, they didn't us,
Yeah.
But anyway, we lost in the domino and win with the Knicks.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go, man.
He's wearing a brand new Karl Anthony Towns jersey that I got, man.
Okay.
He converted.
Nice.
To the dark side.
You guys from DR?
Yeah, we're my dad's Dominican. I was born here in Brooklyn.
There you go, man. Well, it's a family show. You with the family tonight, throwing the bones around. That's nice, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys and everything y'all do. Like, y'all really do a lot for me, personally speaking. But Thank you for letting us talk. Appreciate you.
Yeah, of course, man. Appreciate it. Call back anytime, man.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. There you go, Al. Wholesome, quality family time. They're watching the number one show for the fans by the fans. They're throwing the bones around, tapping in with us, man. It's nice.
Look at that.
Look at that, man. We're bringing families together like TGIF back in the days.
Got the pops getting on the phone call, telling how he was enjoying the game. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Where else can you get this?
You ain't getting this anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody up in the Heights. I see Selt on the Facebook. Quality family time. That's what we're all about here at the number one show for the fans by the fans.
Let's just make sure we tell Verno that next time.
That's a fact. And we just went up, man. I mean, the numbers are going up. We got 3,500 people on the check-in. It's one of those nights, man. It's Friday night.
All right, better time to go get some coffee and walk in.
Yeah. TM, shout out to the homie. He called me Mr. Franchise.
Mr. Franchise.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know
one.
whether to be disappointed because I'm old or should I take that as a sign of respect?
Well, he didn't call you sir yet, so that's when you know you've reached a whole new category.
He didn't call me Unk. So that's it.
Oh man, if you get called Unk, bro, pack it up.
Pack
it's
it
over.
up. I'm out of there, man. I'll just let y'all take over, and I'll just just go play shuffleboard or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Have your tapioca pudding. Just chill out, man.
That's it, man. Yeah. Family show, man. Wow. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We got over 3,000 people on here. If you guys are new here, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. And welcome to everybody, man.
Yo, you got to sign receipts like that now. Mr. Franchise.
That's right. No R. Mr. Franchise. You know what I'm saying? I just put it up on KnicksFanTV.com. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty, man. New t-shirts on KnicksFanTV.com. Get yours. Al, you got your Scully, right?
I did, thank God.
All right, so now we got to get you one of these, man.
Oh man, now I gotta wait 2 years for this. Okay.
Nah. This is the new. Oh, and we're working on the spring collection. Don't worry, we are working on the spring collection. We got some fire on the pipeline, but I gotta get you one of these, man. What size again?
I'm a large.
Okay. Right? I will send a large your way.
I know. Don't tell me it's in the mail now when you haven't even sent it yet. Please.
No. Once I get back from Miami, I got you, man. I got you. Okay. I don't got time tonight, but once I get back from Miami, I got you, bro.
So in like 3 weeks when you get back to Miami, because somehow you're gonna be doing a show down there. I'll be like, oh, now we got Studio C. Now you bought a condo down there. Now we're just chilling out in Miami because the weather's too crazy for you in New York.
Oh my goodness, man! All right, let's get to let's shout out some of the hashtag news when we get to the key stats tonight. Shout out to Sam's Myth. Salute to you. Who else we got in here? Sam Smith, BBQ Wingstop, franchise channel member, and they're new. Shout out to Ray Al. Who else you want to shout out, man?
Let's see. For all the news, or just who we want to shout in general?
We got to shout out the hashtag news first.
Let's see. Mark Harvey, shout out to you for being Ice Handsome. Shout out to you.
Shout out Ice. He's not new, but Ice Handsome, he's always here, man. He's rocking with us from Uptown Harlem World. Shout out to Ice, man.
How about Sam's Myth? Is he new?
I shouted him out already. You weren't listening, but shout out to him.
No, I wasn't listening. Yeah. But he says it's his birthday for Sam Smith. You know who it is? His birthday today.
Who?
Though? Shout out to the Chief Modern Operation, TM. Today is his birthday.
Yo, it's TM's birthday today? I didn't know that. Shout out to TM, man. Happy born day to TM. Holding down the Discord. Anthony Pepin in the chat says, only Discord tonight? Anthony, we've been only Discord for like 4 months. You could tell he ain't been watching. Anthony, we've been in Discord for 4 months.
We don't have the phone number anymore.
But nah, they went out of business. Thank God, they were terrible.
You didn't like your British assistant?
She was cool. I would have kept her, but they all went under, man.
Man. Couldn't even onboard your British assistant. That's crazy.
Couldn't even get her on. Okay, let's see. Militant, shout out to Militant. Salute. Said fire shirt, CP. Thank you, man. We got Mark Harvey and we got BBQ Wingstop. And Ray, shout out to Ray. Okay, let's get to the key stats of the night. Just make sure I didn't miss any more hashtag news. Sir Rudebone, got that one. Okay, key stats of the night, Al. Knicks shoot 46% from the field, 46 for the Grizzlies. So both of these guys shoot the same. How about from 3? 4 for 31 from downtown go to Memphis Grizzlies. Aren't they one of the better three-point shooting teams in the league?
Let me pull that up real quick.
They shot 12% from downtown. Knicks shot 34%, and they got their volume up, though. They got up to 38. You know, Thibs wants it at around 40, but they got up to 38 tonight, so I was pleased with that.
The Grizzlies are 10th in the league when it comes to three-point shooting percentage. They shoot 37%.
Yeah, shot 12 tonight. Shot 12 tonight. Hey, one of those nights, man. Knicks shot 81% from the charity stripe, 95% for the Memphis Grizzlies. But here's where the Knicks had a tough time in this game for the good part of 3 quarters. 58-35. They get out-rebounded. Only 35 rebounds. I thought a lot of that was, number one, Memphis just being a good rebounding team, but also with Karl-Anthony Towns leaving that game early, he couldn't really get into a flow. And then Zach Edey's out there snatching up a lot of boards. You got Triple J, not really the greatest rebounder, but overall, I thought Memphis just did an overall better job just getting after it from a hustle standpoint. I mean, we might have even benefited from Brandon Clark catching that elbow to the grill by Karl-Anthony Towns late in that game. That might have been an underrated moment in that game because, he's a guy that can get after it from a hustle and effort standpoint. Assist battle, Knicks won that one 29-26. And then turnovers. This was a big part that kind of kept the Knicks in the game too. The Grizzlies had 19 turnovers, led to 28 Knicks points. Knicks only 9 turnovers, leading to 11 Memphis points. And then fast break points, Memphis won that one 20-15. How about points in the paint? 74 points in the paint to 44 for the Knicks. So as the Block Nest Monster gets stronger, hopefully they cut that down. What'd you think about the stats?
Bringing up the turnover, that's not too surprising, honestly, because Memphis is second to last when it comes to turnovers. So they actually turn over the ball quite a lot.
Yeah.
And, Knicks are a good team when it comes to, if you're going to turn the ball over, Knicks can certainly take advantage of those opportunities. So not surprised by Memphis's lack of protecting the rock over there. But look, Zach Edey, you talked about Triple J, you talked about Brandon Clark, that's why they're able to have success with points in the paint. You also talk about Karl-Anthony Towns being in foul trouble early on. No real paint presence, especially if Mitch is only going to be playing 12 minutes for tonight. So for them to get 74 points in the paint, for them to get 18 second chance opportunities, this doesn't really shock me. What does impress me, though, is that coming to the fast break points, that was a big topic that we talked about last night with Verno.
Yeah.
This almost was dead even. I mean, Memphis 18, Knicks 15. I like that the Knicks did not let Memphis's fast pace, dictate this game, and that it set them out of sorts, right? So I like the composure from the Knicks from that standpoint, and those are my biggest takeaways looking at these stats.
Good stuff by you, man. All right, so we're going to load up the Discord some more, get some more callers in here. So to everybody in the chat, man. Once again, key stats of the night brought to you guys by HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com/HelloFreshPodcast and get up to 10 free meals plus a free protein. HelloFresh.com/HelloFreshPodcast. Okay, let's go to Tone. Tone on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. How you doing, Tone?
I'm all right, man. Man, it was a great win today, man. Just give JB the clutch award already, man. He won it, man. Just give it to him. I love JB, man. Yeah. OG, play like this every day, man. We need that clutch energy. Mitch, I'm so happy Mitch is back. My man Jay Hart, man. I need Jay Hart to be a little bit more aggressive, man, when Sinners is guarding him, man. Because he kept letting it was a couple times during the game where Zach was like just giving him space. I'm like, bro, shoot it, bro.
Yeah.
JB and Matt talked about it on their podcast. I watched it earlier today. and they was talking about it like what we was talking about, saying like,
yeah, how
when he don't shoot the ball,
that's
it
funny,
messes
right?
up everything.
That's funny, right? Like how many years we've been talking about this for 3 years that he needs to step into his shots to be confident. And here we got the Roommates podcast, JP and them. They're having a a little confrontation with him, a little sit down. Like, bro, you gotta let it fly, man. You gotta let it fly.
Yeah, like I'm like, man, if you're not gonna shoot it, bro, at least go past. Like you have the speed on you. Like if you have a center guarding you, you have either speed or they gonna give you the space to shoot. Like you gotta pick one, but you gotta do it quick. Like he was kind of waiting and trying to, and it was like a couple times he caused a turnover. But I was like, all right, he just got to work on that. But other than that, man, Mitch changed our whole defense. Like the second he came in the game, it's like switched from night and day. Cause Triple J was killing Cat with that floater. Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, please put Mitch back in the game because I can't take no more of that.
Yeah, that like, Triple J floater was kind of lethal.
I'm like, man, he's killing him, man. But we need to build on this, man. It's a great win. Build on it. Hope we win in Miami. Keep it going, man.
Yeah. Appreciate the call, man. Tone on the Discord. If you guys haven't joined the Discord already, 24/7 Knicks group chat. Make sure you guys are doing that. And this is how our callers are also calling into the show. And if you guys are franchise channel members, especially my new franchise channel members, a couple of new people came in here like G5 Weez, Caleb Velasquez. Some of you guys, when you go into the Discord, you can connect your YouTube account to the Discord, and then you will have access to the members lounge of the Discord, which is kind of like an easy pass. That's your fast track to join the show and talk to me and Alex or me and whoever's on the show at that time. If you guys haven't, I left the instructions on the community tab on the KnicksFanTV page, community tab in the members only section. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the step-by-step instructions on how to connect your YouTube account on the Discord so then you can have those members lounge privileges. Knicks Prime says, Discord, stay lit in chat. Yeah, so Knicks Prime is in there. He's heavy. Shout out to Stilico Al. We haven't heard from Stilico in a little bit, bro.
The mayor of the Discord.
Yeah.
Where's the mayor at?
What's up with Stilico, man? Migs on the TikTok, I see you. We got DJ Web Star checking in on the Instagram. Shout out to DJ Web Star. Shout out to Harlem World, USA, man. Shout out to Harlem.
DJ Web Star.
Yeah, they got a lot going on, man. Did you see that? Jim Jones now he wants to fight Cameron. They want to do a boxing match. What's going on with our OGs, man? Everybody's beefing.
Everyone's got issues, man.
Everybody's got issues. 50's beefing with everybody. Jim Jones and Cam beefing. Everybody's going crazy, man.
Trying to stay relevant, I guess.
I guess so.
You know who's going to get in on that? Setting up celebrity fights is going to be Jake Paul. Next thing, he's not going to be setting up fights for himself. He's going to be setting up celebrity fights for everybody else.
Jim Jones and Cam. Maybe Mace is going to be the guest referee. Oh, it's sad. Sad how these guys are going out, man. Then Jim Jones said something that he was talking crazy about my guy Styles, which is like, that's blasphemy for me. Like, never ever say anything bad about Styles P. My ears are going to get perked up. He said something like, I think he was reacting to the verses because the Locks dragged Dipset through the mud. Dragged him across
that's
the
what
mud.
It was. Jim Jones said that he and Styles couldn't have a verses because his catalog isn't deep enough, which I was like, what?
Never in a million years.
I was like, man, you are just hating at that point.
Styles P would eat Jim Jones for breakfast.
Shout out to the 914, man. Shout out to the YO.
Shout out to YO, man. Shout out to YO, man. Let's salute to the rhyme animal Chuck D. Al, $10 super chat franchise channel member says, "Woo was driving and riding, play up by die on the JD call. He was tight with Thibs for taking Deuce out in the fourth, but couldn't see just listening. Great win. It will help us next week." Shout out to the rhyme animal Chuck D, man. Salute to the rhyme animal. Salute to JD.
Salute to Chuck D, man.
Yeah, salute to Chuck D, man. JD did a great job on the play-by-play. Salute to CK2K. You and JD will be doing post-game on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
So the squad is all over it, man. We just like the Knicks are getting ready. This is like we're March 1st, man. We're March 1st.
Oh, look at that! Just entered March 1st.
Just entered March 1st. So this is grind time, man. Yeah,
rent's due.
This is grind time, man.
Gotta get ready for the postseason.
Yeah.
As the Knicks are gearing up, we got to gear up.
We gear up. We gear up, man.
Hey, also shout out to Chuck D, man, because we saw how he just made Verno's day, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that. Go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead. I'm gonna play
talk about like actual like I don't know, like it was very like what's the word that I'm looking for, man? I'm exhausted. I can't even think of the right words to say that it is.
Yeah.
But it's like heartwarming. Very heartwarming. Very heartfelt to see that Verno was just like pleasantly surprised to see that Chuck D, who, big supporter of the channel, shout out to him as always, man. And to see that Verno was just surprised, like waking up today and to see that, hey, he's getting kudos for how good he is as just a host, man, and just like a talker for like a basketball aficionado, being able to talk about the game, be engaging. I thought that was beautiful to see, man. It's like, it's not often, man. And sometimes we take it for granted where, how lucky we are just to have Chuck D in our corner. Because it's just amazing, man, that a legend like himself supports so many people who are just out here grinding and just trying to make, something out of themselves. It's just truly an honor.
This was the Verno soundbite from his show, the Chris Vernon Show. You can follow at Chris Vernon Show, and you can also find it on YouTube, Grind City Media. Here's Chris Vernon this morning talking about last night's pod. We had a legendary pod last night. It was a good show last night. Here is Chris Verno. Here we go.
Last night, I told you guys that a lot of the Knicks outlets had reached out to me, and the one that I was going to do was CP the Franchise and my man Alex. They do KnicksFanTV.
Hold on, let me pause that. He said what? Let's run that back. He got a lot of them reaching out. A lot of them are reaching out. Let's run that back. Sorry, that was a bar right there. Let me run that back. Here we go.
And my man Alex, they to me, and the one that I was going to do. A lot of the Knicks outlets had reached out to me, and the one that I was going to do was CP the Franchise and my man Alex. They do KnicksFanTV. And so I went on with them last night. They were great. And I went and did that. And then went to bed last night, woke up, checked my phone, and the first thing I see is Chuck D loving my performance on KnicksFanTV. And when I tell you, I mean, I can't remember the last time I was that shocked and elated about something. Like, there was so many layers to it, right? The first thing is that I did this podcast and Chuck D watched this thing, right?
Right.
And then went out of his way to be like effusive about this. Bro, I love Chuck D and Public Enemy as a kid. I mean, I had all the tapes, I had everything, and he's like if you would have told 12-year-old me that this guy would even know who I was, and it's just a random thing that I happened to do this podcast last night. But that was super cool. That truly made my year.
Yeah, that's kind of dope, bro.
I love the Knicks fans. I do. Yeah. I love the Knicks fans.
Shout out to Verno, man. And verbatim, man. He speaks for me in that entire rant. You know what I mean? That's how I felt many moons ago when I saw that tweet from the rhyme animal Chuck D, man. It was like, yo, check out KnicksFanTV, man. It's crazy. So yeah, shout out to Verno, shout out to the rhyme animal Chuck D. Never misses a show. If he's not in the chat, usually he's in the chat before us. I usually make that joke, right? He's usually in the chat. He's on play-by-play with JD, with CK. He's on post-game with us. And if he's not, it's very rare when he's not, but he's part of the replay gang. Never misses a show, man. So shout out to the rhyme animal Chuck D. Show. Absolutely, man. Shout
out to him, man. It's just, that's awesome to see, bro. It's absolutely awesome to see. I loved everything about it.
For sure. Okay. So to everybody in the chat once again, man. Friday night, it's flowing. Friday night Knicks. We actually won on a Friday night.
Look at that.
You know?
Oh, you know what's also interesting?
Yeah.
Speaking about Chuck D, this is how I know Verno's got some pull, and I know that everything's just interconnected.
Yeah.
If you're watching the Knicks Grizzlies game through League Pass, they were actually playing some Public Enemy as they were showing like team highlights, like starting the game up. So they know, man.
They know.
They know.
They know. Hopefully that was probably that better have been Robert Randolph. Hopefully he's probably working. He should have been working tonight. Sergeant Sources, man. Shout out to him. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Throw a hashtag PE in the chat. Shout out to Maxwell Walter, $5 super chat says, man, that moment with Verno and Chuck D was special. 2 of my all-time favorites, no doubt. Yeah, we had a great show last night. It was definitely a great vibe. Who else we got in here? Asian World 1 said, I didn't know CP had hair. Yes, sir. Yes, I do. You know, the Scotch turned the heat on a little bit too much, so I had to take the hat off a little bit. I had to cool off a little bit. It was a good win. It's Friday night. I'm happy, vibing with the people. We got 3,000 people in here. The heat was turned up, man. You know, when you're producing, you're hosting, you're doing all that, it gets a little hot, man. So I had to cool off. I had to cool off.
Look, man, you're excited. Look, you're happy.
Yeah.
Knicks won.
I love my team,
Sipping on some scotch.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to go get another one, man. You're hosting in a second, man. You going solo dolo
here.
in a second. Let's go to Parsa V while I re-up. Parsa V. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
YOLO.
Yo, what's up, fam?
Yeah, what's up, bro? First time caller.
Yeah.
And, just want to talk about today's win. I'm like, we did get the win, but
we did.
Like, I'm going to be honest. We should not have gotten that win. Memphis had a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
Like OG had 19 points, but like I feel like OG needs to improve on like some contact bump off and like the layups. Like he needs to get more physical. Like he's got the power, he's got the muscles. He just like he doesn't have that dog in him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mikal Bridges played fine. I just would like him to like that bucket at the end of the game where John Morant had that end one. It was like a bit too easy for him. Like he needed to look him better. And obviously when it went to clutch time, I knew it was Brunson time. I knew it was Brunson time. Sorry.
Okay.
I knew Brunson was going to get the ball. I knew Brunson was going to do his thing. Brunson, I think, drew 3 or 4 defenders on him, and he obviously had that pass to OG. Like if I'm going to be honest with you, when that ball went up, I was getting prepared for it to not go in.
It sounds like it, sir. I mean, I'm not very surprised, man. It seems like he didn't even want these guys to show up to Memphis tonight, man. Like they got the win, man. They came from behind, they won the game. Captain Clutch delivered in crunch time. Are you not entertained, sir? What happened tonight?
Yeah, no, it was a good game. It was a good game. Like we got the win. I'm not complaining. I just feel like
okay. I mean, don't let me persuade you, man. I'm just asking what's the temperature? How you feeling, man?
No, I just had some water. Like I'm just like choking on my. Okay. I'm just choking. I'm good. I'm all good though.
Okay.
But also about Cat. I just feel like like I don't know how you're 7 foot and can't protect the rim. Like as a 7 footer, like wouldn't it like naturally just come to be like a rim protector? Like Karl Anthony Towns, like obviously he's a great offensive player and everything, but I need more out of him on the defensive end. And Mitchell Robinson, doesn't Mitchell Robinson look like 30, 40 pounds lighter to you?
He does.
Like he looks
good.
He looks way lighter than like last season, like in the playoffs against Embiid.
He looks good, man. He looks good.
Yeah, but
where you calling in from, man? Are you calling in from London or you in the States? Where you at, man?
I'm in London actually.
Okay.
I'm not from London, but I'm in London. Yeah, I'm just calling from there.
Okay.
But after all, it's a win. You know, you can't be too mad at it, and we'll take it. You know, we'll take it. Hopefully, we'll see how that pans out against the 2 games we have against Cleveland and the 1 game we have against Boston this season. But I'm hoping the best for this team, man. I've been very confident in this team. This is the most confident I've been in a while in them.
Okay.
And I'm hoping the best.
All right, man. Call back anytime, man. Get
all
some
right,
water.
See you, man.
All right.
Oh, good.
All right, man.
Love.
Okay.
No way this man just said this is the most confident he's ever been in this team, and he thought this team was about to lose tonight, and then just say we lost, and then no way did he just say all that in one sentence. What did I just listen to?
He hated the game. He loved the game. They should have lost. He's glad they won. I mean, I thought I was talking to 2 people.
You know, I know I've heard about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but good Lord, man. And then you asked him if he's from London.
Yeah.
He's like, he didn't even want to answer that question.
Yeah.
It's like, sir, I don't know what illegal activities you're doing, but
he was making me nervous as the call went on.
Hey. I have
Call
no
back
idea what just
anytime,
happened
though.
on that call, but
Parsa
hey.
V, call back anytime, man. I didn't know where I stood on the game after talking to him, man. I threw all my talking points out the window. I didn't know where I stood. I thought we lost.
First of all, he said, "Yeah, we lost," and you're like, "But we won." And he's like, "Yeah, but we almost lost." And I'm like,
I was about to change my mind. yeah. Shout out to Parsa V,
family
man.
show it. I guess this team's not ready. What are we doing here?
Family show, man. I was getting ready to go get round 2, but I had to hear what he had to say, man.
Yo, you were ready to walk away to go get your drink, and you're like, hold on one second. Where is this call going?
Wow.
Not even a GPS could tell us where this call was going.
Yeah, man. Man. Call back anytime, though, man. Al, I might let you talk to Zay from Maryland. Zay, go ahead and I'll mute your mic. Zay, what's good? Zay, are you with us? Zay from Maryland. Oh, Zay missing his call, man. Hang on. All right, we don't have Zay.
Hey, he was stunned by that call too.
Yeah, I think Zay was stunned by that call. And Thibs We Trust. I know you here. You never miss an opportunity.
Yeah. What's up? What's up, Alex? What's up, CP? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. You on with Alex, man.
All right. Yeah, I'm on with Alex because you're refilling, right? I hear you, man. Hey, listen, first off, shout out to KFTV all the time. Subscribe, follow, share. You know the deal. Couple of points here. As always, shout out to my coach Thibs for making the right calls today in a very close game. One, I know the OG and for Deuce everyone was kind of scratching their head a little bit there, but it shows and it proves it's the right call. These guys practice hard. They practice these plays. If you listen to OG's comments at the end of the game, you know, he's like, listen, I come in prepared. I practice this. This is what I'm prepared for. But this is how Thibs prepares and sets this team up for them to be ready to play these minutes, right? Additionally, second chance points is one thing that I commented on one of your shares on Instagram as we were talking about Mitchell Robinson. One of the biggest things that the Knicks have been missing this season versus last season is the second chance points opportunity. So when we take a look at our bench being 30th in scoring, yeah, we have some issues in the players that are part of that bench. But also additionally, it's because we're not getting these second chance points for these guys to score, right? And that's something that we had last season that made us really efficient. The other things I'll say is the ease of the defensive pressure for Mitch. Mitch being added in, he played a short amount of minutes today, but you saw kind of like the fluidity and the ease that the team was playing around that. I think that that's going to feed off a little bit as it relates to OG and as it relates to Mikal, because what's going to happen here is, as you mentioned earlier in the show, CP, understanding that you have Mitch as an anchor in the back behind you, what it's going to allow them to do is play a little bit less pressure up front on the player. So if they are going to get beat, rather than chasing it back down, what happens is they know that they have the anchor there to help out. And what that allows another player to do that's not a fluid offensive player as a Jalen Brunson or a Cat, what it's going to allow them to do is focus and take their time on the offensive end rather than overexhausting themselves on the defensive end. So, I mean, with it all coming together, I mean, we see the ease of the wins that we can get when we play against some of these top teams, when we play efficiently with the way we are supposed to play. But again, for anyone that was sounding the alarm over the Boston Celtics and the Cavs, I'm not doubting that. Listen, we got to beat those teams to get to where we need to get to. But also, we need to take a look at this, and I caution everyone in the Knicks community. This team is just regaining its health. The Thibs teams hits their strides in the second half of the season. These guys are efficient. They're going to be better. They're going to play better. They're going to play smarter, and we're going to have better wins. We're going to be much more competitive. My last point that I'll say is you hit it on the head as well, too, CP. Early in the conversation, you and Alex, you both were talking about the identity of this team. Today, when John Morant made that and one play and took the lead in the fourth quarter, we all felt, everyone was a little nervous saying, oh, man, it looks like the Knicks may not have that, right? You heard that from the callers today. But that identity of having Mitch in the game brings that grittiness. It brings that toughness. And this is really where you're going to see this team take off. We have not seen the best of this Knicks team yet. So I appreciate what you guys do. And CP, feel free to zell me for all the Thibs support that I got going on this way. All right, thanks.
Yeah, I put the show on autopilot. That's all I knew you were about to deliver, man. I went down, I read up on my drink. Appreciate the call, man. Enjoy the weekend, sir.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. In Thibs we trust, man. Don't even know what he said, but appreciate the call. Call back anytime. Okay. Al, did you have anything to say on that?
No, I think he hit a lot of good points.
Okay.
On the fact of like what Mitch brings and how I think this team still. I think the one thing this team is still trying to figure out is their identity. I don't think they've really solidified the identity yet. Right now, it's just kind of we will rely on Brunson to save us in the last couple minutes of the game, just because it's gotten to that. That's just where these last couple of games have gotten to, right?
Yeah.
So they really need to figure out what it is. Is it going to be a defensive identity? Is it going to be more of a finesse identity? I think there's a lot of things that are still up in the air with what this team will actually be once everyone's fully healthy.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Definitely agree there. We are looking for the Glockster. Cody Glock, if you are out there, we got a couple more minutes remaining on the show. Fans are looking for you to tap in, man. The return of Mitchie. The return of the Block Nest Monster. Very happy to see that. He looked good in his return. 6 points, 4 rebounds. He was using offense-defense situations, which I expected Thibs to do so. And he finished the game with the game ball. I thought that was quite apropos for this game.
Literally gets the rebound to seal it, man.
Yep.
Can't draw it up any better than that.
Can't draw it up any better.
On the day that Joel Embiid is done for the season.
Yeah. Can't draw it up any better than that. Are there any sound bites or media quotes from Mitch? Let's take a look here. So it's everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. All right. And we don't want to see Trish Stratus there. Let's see lists. Okay, here we go. Next beat. Okay. Anything on Mitch? Anything on Mitch? No, nothing. No sound.
Hold on, I got something.
Oh, do you? Okay. Show it up.
Yes,
show it
sir.
up. Show it up.
I just sent it to you in the Slack, so make sure to check it out there.
Okay. Oh, we got something here. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here's Mitchie after the game on his comeback. Here we go.
Just like the last minute of regulation back in there for those 2 defensive possessions. What was that like?
Oh, hang on. Let me get the volume up a little bit. Here we go. Okay.
He trusts me, missing 10 months, and to put me in a big, position right there to get a stop or whatever, means a lot. It showed that he trusts me and he, still rock with me.
Played a lot of. What about the drive and dunk? Been waiting for that?
Yeah, you saw that, huh? It was smooth, huh? Yeah. I mean, that's something we've been working on through the whole rehab process and stuff like that. So I felt comfortable doing it. So, I just did it.
Just like the last minute of regulation back in there.
Yo, welcome back to the Block Nest Monster, man. That's what I like to hear. Still got it, man. Still got it. The elder statesman of the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that. This is our guy right here, man. Repping the orange and blue through and through in his own way. You know what I mean?
CP, he just started today his 7th season.
7th season.
Wow.
7th season. And in this town, you're not guaranteed 2. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, RJ didn't even make it past what, 4?
Yeah. Well, I mean, RJ did a good. He did a good stretch. He did a good bid here. He did. He became one of my guys as well, man. Shout out to the Broadway Barrett, man. Shout out to Quick, man. Still miss those guys, man.
Always shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
But Mitch, man, I mean, my
Shout
favorite is
out
when
to
he's like,
Mitchie.
my favorite is always going to be after Cleveland. I'm going to knock him down.
Yeah. Shout out to Mitchie, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Man.
What is he doing now? Is he going to make a TikTok? Is he going to make a reel? What's he doing?
Probably. He's probably on Snapchat right now, putting something together. You know what I'm saying? He's probably on Snapchat putting something together. Shout out to Mitchie, though, man. Well-deserved return. Long battle since almost a year. Almost a year, man.
Yeah, man.
So
crazy.
Yeah, well-deserved return for the Block Nest Monster. Hopefully his family's watching. Remember when his grandfather called the show last year?
Yes, sir.
Grandpa Robinson called the show last year. So shout out to the family. I'm sure they're very happy to see their baby boy out there. So shout out to Mitch, man. We happy for you, man. Welcome back. Okay, King Matthews, go ahead and unmute your mic. King Matthews.
How y'all fellas doing tonight?
How you doing, man? Uh-oh. Go ahead. No, I just got excited about something. Go ahead, man.
No, man, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah, man. I was gonna say something quick, but the last two caller, man, especially from London, got me confused. I ain't gonna lie with you, man.
I thought we lost.
I don't know he's either a Knicks fan, but I'm not gonna lie, he's probably a toxic boy, man. But we'll keep that on the side. But right now, let's talk about Mitchie Robinson, man. What a big good game for Mitchell Robinson, man. Even though it's less minutes, man, I thought he would play a little bit more minutes, but it was good to see him on the court, man. But first half, man, still falling on the floor, man, holding to my heart. Please don't get hurt. We need you, bro.
Me too, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good win on. What can I say? Oh, yeah. Shout out to John Morant, man, because he gave us that extra point, man, when he threw that ball all over the court, man.
Yeah.
So, hey, John Morant, if you're watching, thanks to you, my brother. Thanks for the W. But before I go, I believe you have a friend, right? He used to play for the Knicks, and he did not give Jalen Brunson some respect. So, Dawson, if you're listening, man, give Jalen Brunson his flowers, his respect. Put respect on his name, man. You're telling me John Morant and De'Aaron Fox is over this guy? Give me a damn break. Y'all take it easy, fellas. Have a good night.
Yes, sir, King Matthews. Let him know. I mean, I just respectfully explained to whole team Dot that you're wildin'.
Bugging.
You wildin'. I don't just throw the Homer shades on. When we have a legitimate case here for respect and dominance. This is Captain Clutch. We don't just hand out nicknames, right? Remember I told you champagne. No, we're not doing that. We're not that's out the window. Things like that, you gotta earn your nicknames here, man. With the nickname commission, Captain Clutch has been earned. We've been watching it now. This is year 3. He's amazing. We can't take this for granted. Do not take this for granted, ladies and gentlemen. I don't get, they can't beat the elite teams yet. Don't take for granted that we have a guy in the closing minutes of a game you can count on that he's going to make the right decision.
And tonight, damn near automatic, man, in the closing minutes.
And tonight, what was so beautiful was back-to-back possessions. He hit his patented elbow 3, and then he made a beautiful pass. You got to make that play. We were waiting for the double. And we were waiting to see him execute that play. You live and die with the OG shot. I thought that was a great play. Great heads-up play by the captain. He banged knees a couple times. He was hobbled, as he always is. He's a warrior, man. And he battles. Resiliency is what he talked about in the Philly game. Resiliency is what he led his team to victory with. It's a beautiful game, man. Poetry in motion. Shout out to the captain, man.
I'm just pulling up some clutch stats right now on NBA.com, looking at the traditional. Number one is a little wild right now. They've only played one game and they won, but it's Torrey Craig with 8 points, which is, let's cut that.
That's crazy.
But number 2 with 5.5 points, 15 wins, 7 losses, in clutch, Jalen Brunson. So if you remove Torrey Craig, that man would be number 1 right now.
There you go.
I mean, look, man, we've said everything we could say about this guy since he's been here, man. Yeah. He legitimately shows up in the biggest moments consistently, time after time after time after time again. I mean, think about the 40-point performances he's had against Philly. Think about how we can legitimately go back to his first year here, where if he doesn't sit in Game 6 against Miami, there's a chance we actually win and push that to a Game 7.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, he sat for 2 minutes, and that's when Miami got back into it. That's how much gravity he pulls on the court. That's how good he is, man. And so Jalen Brunson's just a gem. Thank you, Dallas Mavericks. Thank you, Mark Cuban, for not recognizing the talent that you had on your team, but hey, so happy he's a New York Knick.
Big time. Well said, man. Shout out to Captain Clutch. ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to some more callers. But all I can say is he has arrived on the Discord.
Ooh.
We're going to get to him. We're going to get to some callers. But you're going to want to stay till the end. That's all I'm going to say.
He saw the bat signal.
He saw the bat signal, and he is here. He has entered the building. Why me on the Discord? Go ahead and unmute your mic. Why me? How you feeling?
CP, Alex, what's good? How y'all feeling tonight?
Fantastic, man. How you doing, man?
First of all, let me get something clear, man. I'm from Harlem, and we all love Jim, but Styles P, Ghost in the Machine, Styles P.
Oh,
I get high, Styles P.
Green
Wild
Ghost
Out.
Project. Come on, man. Jim, stop it,
Ghost
man.
Project,
Stop
the Ghost
it,
that sat
man.
by the door, Styles P.
Stop
that
it,
one,
man.
the one that sells juice now. I mean, we all
Crazy.
know what that would look like. But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I would love to see it though, because I'm a fan.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I do like what we doing. And speaking of Styles P, this team, no pause needed. We looking like the Rough Riders out there. We playing a rotation game. Guys are stepping up when they need to. This was a big win. I still, everybody's salty about the Cleveland and the Celtics thing, but we just got to stay the course. And the tide could definitely change when we lock in and get to the playoffs. I do agree with Chuck said with that. Thank you for the drop, as always.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to set the stage, man, because I know y'all want to get to the closer, but I'm going to set the stage. And I do like the way we moving right now. And Jalen Brunson, bro, I don't know what your man from Beverly Hills Cop was talking about. He sound like Serge from Beverly Hills Cop. Jalen Brunson is that dude, and we just lucked up. That's the true definition of a star right now.
Yeah.
Something that just it happens once in a blue, and you just going with it.
Look
You know
how
what I'm
lucky
saying?
we
So,
got, man. Luck.
He got lucky. And
Big luck.
And if anybody say they knew what this was going to be like this, they're lying to you. I don't want to hear that. But we just got a point guard, and then now he just blossomed, man. So I'm happy to see it.
Appreciate
Mitch
you, man.
looked good. He went to the basket. I like that too. So we'll see what happens, man. I hope he can stay healthy. Wear some high tops.
That's it. Yeah. Somebody did ask, why is he wearing low tops? But yeah, I feel
bro,
you.
he gotta protect his feet. Rasheed
Facts.
Wallace.
Facts.
All right, yo.
All right,
I'll
man.
be easy.
Why me on the Discord, man? Appreciate the call, man. Enjoy the weekend, man. G5 Weez, Capo. G5. Are you from Harlem World? G5, unmute your mic. Oh, he's a franchise channel member, Al. We got to get to him, man. He's a member. G5, are you there? If you're not there, man, I mean, we got to get to the main event. G5 going once. G5 going twice. It's one down. One down. Damn. G5. Sorry, man. You're a franchise channel member, man. We try to get to you, man. Shout out to G5.
Shout out to Black Westchester, who's also a franchise channel member of the chat. He said, don't sleep on the 914. That's a fact, man.
Oh,
Don't sleep on the 914.
Never, Rest in peace to DMX, man. One more time, man. 3:05. If anybody's headed down to the Knicks versus Heat game, MSG South, the pregame meetup is at Black Market Bayside, right across the street from the Kasuya Center, 401 Biscayne Boulevard, and that's Suite 225N. It's an upstairs establishment. You got to go upstairs. You know, it's a shopping complex, a big complex of stores and restaurants and things. 225N. Black Market Bayside. Make sure you guys pull up on us, man. It's going to be absolutely a great time. It's going to be great to link up with the KFTV family again. Last year we had about 100 people, man. It was great. The fake Jalen Brunson pulled up. It was a good time. And we had a lot of people there, man. We had the whole place packed out in orange and blue. So that was a great time before the Knick game. So we'll see you guys there. Go to KFTVmeetup.com to RSVP. It's all free and everything. No hassle. We just want to make sure we get an accurate head count so that we could send the venue the accurate numbers and make sure that you guys, get seated and get everything you need. But so far, we the early returns have been positive, and we're getting a good turnout in there for the pregame meetup at Black Market Bayside. Okay. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, We had a great show. 114, 113. They got the job done. It's a lot of storylines tonight from the clutch play. But we got to talk about Mitchie with our guy. The Glocks is in the building, man. Cody Glock. Unmute your mic, sir. Cody Glock on the Discord. Oh, my goodness. Yo. Oh. Cody, are you in a tornado? Cody.
It's on land right now. Can you hear me? My feet is on land.
Have you Go ahead. Let's try it.
I'm on public transportation right now. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Are you on the Iron Horse or the bus? You on the Iron Horse or the bus?
I'm on the bus.
Oh my God. You on the B16?
Nah, I'm in Queens right now. You feel me? It's hectic right now. I just want to say, feet on land. Shout out Manscaped. I average 0 turnovers because of Manscaped. I take care of my ball. What the hell ever. Yo, let me tell you something about Mitchie. You see Mitchie? Mitchie bike. Yeah. Mitchie bike. Yo, when you seen Mitchie with the ball in his hands at the last seconds of the game, he was there for the rebound. When you see Mitchie turn around, go to the paint for that open dunk, he was there. When you see Mitchie pull up and say no, I'm blocking Ja Morant's shot. He was there. We have him. He's here now. And he's here. He's playing in the fourth quarter. He's here. He's here. I don't know if you can hear me out there.
Oh, yeah, we loud and clear.
Hear me out there?
Yeah, we loud and clear. We hear you on the bus, man. Yeah, it's a lot of commotion going on the bus, man. Be careful out there in Queens. But, yeah, we got you, bro.
What y'all gonna do now, man, huh? What y'all gonna do now? It's all effed up now. No diddler. No diddler. Yo, listen, man. When Mitchie on the scene, I don't want to hear nothing no more. We came all the way back. We had our last year grit. We had our last year grind. They was talking about, oh, yeah, we bumming it up. We 0-7. Guess what? Mitchie bike. He bike. And we lit. We came back. We beat them by 1. OG, triple OG, I see you, but it's about Mitchie right now. That's all I'm talking about. He got 18 dogs in the crib, and he's one of them. He's the top dog. He's the top dog. He got a truck.
Let's go.
And he's one of them.
Let's go.
He's one of his own trucks. Mitchie bike. I don't have nothing to say no more. I'm just hyped, yo. Shout out CP Free Throws, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Alex. I see you, Wild Gun Legend. You're done. Yo, shout out Nicky Pipes, man.
Yeah, can't forget about Nicky, man. He's always listening, man. Can't forget about Nicky, man.
Be rocking with you. Everybody on the bus looking at me like I'm a crazy
I was about
man.
to say that was my next question. What is the reaction on the bus right now?
Guess what? I got my face mask on. See, they don't see the facial expressions I'm making.
You on the Q45 with the murder one?
Yeah, with the super murder one, no bail. And I got the mask on. They can't see my facial expressions, so I'm looking them keen in the eye, straight in the eye, and letting them know Mitchie ain't no snitchy, and he's bike. Yo, I'm out, man. Peace
Yo,
to the
be
God.
careful,
Peace
man.
to the
It's 12:30, man. Be careful, bro.
One last thing.
Yeah.
RP Irv Gotti, right? Yo,
Yeah.
I'm on this bus. I'm in Queens.
Which bus?
Yo,
Which bus number you on? Which bus number?
The 52
Okay.
or the 53, whichever one of them. But I'm going to the rich part of Queens. We done moved up in the neighborhood right now. It's lit. Yo, shout out Chuck D, man. I see you, man. I love you. I'm out, man.
My man's rocking the shiesty and talking crazy on the bus.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine that bus driver? He's like, yo, do I need to pull over right now? Do I got to make a call? Who's he yelling at?
Yo, Cody Glock with the murder one on the Q53. The bus driver's probably like, do I need to press the button right now? What is going on in the back of the bus?
Who is Mitchie? Why are you screaming about him?
Oh my God, that's what I needed to end the night, man. Legit tears from Cody Glock in only the way that he can, bro. That's why
nobody like him, man.
There's nobody like him, man.
That man is truly one of one.
I was just about to say that. You took the words out of my mouth, man. He is a one. Jeff said in the chat, please clip this. He is a 101. Oh my God, bro. Oh man. Legitimate tears, bro. Legitimate tears, bro. Marcel Scott said, I love it. This IG's going crazy. Yeah, Instagram, man. If you have not heard of the legend of Cody Glock, and this was your first time, there you go. A whole team Dot just said to the IG. Dot said, what's good, man? How you feeling,
Oh,
man?
boy. Welcome.
Welcome, man. We just
You
wrapping
began
up
flame.
post game. Ah, man. Salute, man. Salute. Yeah, now we definitely gonna clip that up. That's going out on socials. Tyler, make sure you clip that up for tomorrow. That's definitely going up on socials, man. That's it, man. That's all we needed, man. I'm damn near in tears. And
Let me
that's
tell you
that,
this:
man.
save the super chats for Cody, because God knows what that bus driver's thinking right now.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That was a classic New York call, man. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Anybody from New York is imagining what he's dealing with on that bus right now. And yeah, it's that type of time, man. Shout out to Cody Glock. Make sure you get to wherever you get to safe, man. But man, that was hilarious. Anthony Pepin, welcome to the franchise channel members. Anthony, you said you were gonna call in. We gotta make sure that we get you up to speed with everything on the Discord. So tap in with us tomorrow. Make sure you guys meet us down there in Miami, man, for Knicks versus Heat, Black Market Bayside. Salute to all the mods. Salute to TM. Happy birthday, TM. Happy birthday, Caleb Velasquez. He's another big-time supporter of the show. And he's a franchise channel member, said. This is my B-Day, and he's on his way to Miami. So shout out to Caleb Velasquez. Hopefully you pull up on us. Black Westchester, mad respect to KFTV. Salute to you. Who else? Make sure I didn't miss anything here. I missed a couple.
We got Jeff Johnson in the building. He
Yeah,
says,
shout out to KFTV, Jeff.
He said Q52. He's going to Far Rock.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that sounds like he's headed to the beach. You know what I'm saying? Sound like he's headed to the beach, man. Facebook, salute to you guys. Selt in the chat is cracking up. Shout out to the gram once again. Salute to everybody tapping in, man. Instagram, we out of here. Salute to you guys. But for YouTube, let me finish reading out the super chats. Brian Almonte outside now super chats says, my dad, new Knicks fan, said, what's up? Let's go. Okay, shout out to Brian. Shout out to Ari from Taiwan. Al, $300 Taiwanese super chat. Says, Ja and T Morant, call your friends, call in KFTV, call your wifeys, but you can't call game. Can't call game. That's on the captain. And that is on the dog. Lil Yaz, $5 super chat. Salute to you. Big Mike, officially 1-0. Insta fix Mitch. Let's go Knicks. Maxwell Walter. He says, man, the moment with Verno. Oh, I got that one. Maxwell, appreciate you. Caleb, appreciate you. Lil Yaz, you're on the franchise channel member. Mike said, $5 super chat says, dude was choking on his take and all the tomatoes thrown at him. He was talking about my guy from London. This was a classic show today. Anthony Pep, appreciate you. And yeah, man, that's the word. All right, man. So you guys know the vibes. Sunday, 3:05. If you guys are down there, we'll see you down there. We'll have CK and play-by-play. We have JD and Alex on post-game. Tomorrow, hey, we might make a move tomorrow on the buyout market. Might make a move tomorrow. Moses Brown ends his buyout, his 10-day with the Dallas Mavericks. They can't afford to sign him until April, so he's going to be a free agent again. The Knicks have an opportunity to get some more front court depth. Let's see if they pick him up. And then also, Al, according to our guy Yossi Goslin via Ian Begley, the Knicks can still sign another player later in the offseason, i.e. TJ Warren or Chuma, to be playoff eligible if they choose to as well. So tomorrow could be signing day for the Knicks. We'll see.
Who you're taking Moses Brown, of course, right?
Yeah. At this point in time, yeah, you need the front court depth now.
Yeah, you definitely need that.
Yeah.
I mean, also the dude had a very good game against Charlotte.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works. So yeah, pick him up, man. Let's see what's up, you know? All right, man. Great show. Salute to all the mods. Remember that the show's available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. And yeah, man, appreciate the support, ladies and gentlemen. We out of here.